Happy blood full moon in Virgo, along with the lunar eclipse. I hope you all have been so good. For me, February was very intense as far as clients. Love month is usually very, very busy, and it did not disappoint. And where I am, it is festival season, so March is just as busy as February. So I hadn't been able to do a meditation with you guys, and please excuse me. Thank you for grace. Thank you for just understanding, overstanding. Getting back to this portion of my life. And of course, I have meditations with myself daily. I just hadn't posted any publicly. So I hope you infinite divine beings have been well. For me, this particular full moon, it's like all day I'm sleepy, and then as soon as my body hits the moonlight, everything awakens. Like I want to dance and I want to sing and I want to stay up all night and have musical concerts, and it's like, no, whoa, we have clients in the morning. We cannot stay up all night and have a whole seance. We have to get some rest. So I hope you all have been receiving all of your beautiful messages and downloads that the infinite divine has wanted you to know. There's been a lot of bliss, a lot of nirvana in heaven, on earth. And you just have to be able to shift your frequency to laughter, to love, and ask for divine intervention for higher frequencies, for laughter, for love, for states of bliss and nirvana. Being that the moon is in Virgo still, and that energy, full moon energies, last 7 days. I always say 3 days before new moon, full moon, 3 days after, and a day, give or take. So 7 days. You can still work with that energy. It's still very potent. And we also have a couple of retrogrades. Venus and Mercury is coming up. And remember to stand in your power. Start asking the celestial bodies, planets, to give you reprieve, give you grace. Start talking to them. And start affirming, no matter which way a planet decides to move, these are the intentions that I set for my life. For me, when a planet goes into retrograde, that's that planet saying, hey, I need a vacation because I have been working, moving in forward motion. And for me, that is also a sign for us and to us. We need vacations too. We need to be able to rest too. If a planet, a celestial body of the galaxy is showing you, I need a break, then that should signal to us we need to take our breaks as well. As above, so below. As it is in the spiritual realm, so it is in your own personal universe. And start talking to these celestial bodies. As Venus goes into retrograde, ask Venus during this rest period, this vacation period, where you're moving slower, what should I be doing in my life as it pertains to the characteristics of Venus? Your health. I didn't mean to say health, but it came out. So obviously Venus wants us to focus on health because your health is your wealth, in a sense. It's one of the wealthy, tangible, wealthy things that we have. Wealth, health, pleasure. Venus is all of your senses, your five senses, and your clear senses as well. In the area of wealth, Venus can be your finances, can be your sexiness, your attractions. So ask Venus, what is it that you should be focused on? What do you need to review? What do you need to see that you didn't see before? Venus is also illumination. Going into Christianity or dipping back into the biblical context, we have Lucifer, the angel of light, the light bringer, who is at the core Venetian. And a lot of people may not know it or realize it, but Lucifer is very feminine. And so Venus is another form of light, another angle of light. What is Venus trying to show you? What is she illuminating for you during this time? Now, these are questions you can ask. And then this upcoming week, I will probably do I will. I will do some more meditations. But this is just a conversation. And then we have Mercury retrograde. I believe the sign is Aries. Don't quote me on that. I've stopped keeping up with oh, what sign is it in? And because if it's retrograde, that planet needs and desires a resting period, vacation period. And so the sign is important. However, once again, just sitting and talking for your own personal gain and forward motion. Mercury, what should I be focused on during this resting period where I can take a step back and slow down and rethink some things, review some things, look over some things? Yes. What decisions do I need to make? What decisions or what contracts should I call forth null and void? And so, dipping into the bag of Buddhism, Mercury is Buddha. And so, who is Buddha? The Dravidian. Buddha is known as a yogi. He's known for great meditation and focus. And so, you can also sit and speak with Buddha. What should you be focused on during this time frame? What should you be meditative on? Our minds are constantly going. Mercury is connected to, I feel as though Mercury is connected to the conscious mind, where we make decisions, where there's logic, where there's communication and expression of the mind. And so you can sit with Buddha, with Mercury, and ask, what should I be focused on meditatively? Like I said, our minds are constantly going. And so what is coming into your mind? What are you allowing into that mercurial space? Whatever you put in is what you get out. And so being very focused, highly selective, and very I want to say intuitive, but that's not what I mean. Being highly selective with what you allow into your mind is a form of being meditative. Like, I only want to focus on these things. So I'm only going to feed my mind with these things. And Mercury will assist you and honor you in creating or expressing those things in your life. Same thing with Venus. I only want to focus on these particular aspects when it comes to honoring my personal Venus. The way I love, the way that I desire to receive and give love, my pleasures. And speaking of pleasures, we recently had a Fat Tuesday honoring our version of Carnival. And so right after you have the celebration of Lent. I am no longer Catholic. However, I still like to participate in the fasting portion of it. And so giving up certain things that may be hindering your focus can help your progress. And so I've given up certain things for the next, well, according to Lent, when it started last Tuesday, not Tuesday, Ash Wednesday, for the next 40 days. From Ash Wednesday, I've given up certain things so that I could have forward motion in certain areas of my life. That's another way to honor your balance, your Venus. A sign of Venus is Libra, which is all about balance. So, just sitting and talking and focusing on yourself, your personal Mercury, your personal Venus, and then communicating with them, having a relationship with them specifically will show you in meditative state what it is you need to focus on. I know we are quick to run to gurus and YouTube University. However, taking time to focus for yourself, whether in quiet or with music, for me, I get a lot of messages when I'm in sessions with clients, not necessarily about the clients or for the clients, but for me, that quiet time where you are open to listening and to receiving will help you with their progress, will help you with this immense time of change because of the eclipse, because of the retrogrades. And then next week we have spring equinox, the beginning of the new year. This is so fun and so exciting. The spring equinox, like, I don't know if you can feel my giddiness, but I feel my giddiness, and I'm giddy. It's new, and so for many of us, it's go time. Like, it'll be Aries season already. And so, yeah, it's time to put everything into action. Winter will be over, and we launch into spring. It's another change within a week. Not to mention, we've just had, 3 changes over 3 days. So you had your blood full moon and your lunar eclipse on the same day, and then the next day Mercury retrograde. But earlier this week it was Venus retrograde. So, and then next week we launch forward all the way. Exciting. I'm excited for you. I hold you in a space of so much bliss. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And if you're interested, because this is an infinite wellness channel, which means we talk all things wellness. I do have videos on relating to massage therapy, because the content that I am getting, or the things that I'm passionate about talking about when it comes to massage. I have videos about different therapies in massage you can check out, as well as coming soon more oracle and tarot spiritual key sessions. And they will be very specific to specific energies, gods and goddesses. And once again, if you are of a certain philosophy or faith and you don't desire to tap into those gods and goddesses, it is perfectly fine and okay. It will not hurt my feelings. I know that I am very expansive, and so I love seeing how cultures are parallel to each other, how philosophies or philosophical spiritual paths are parallel to each other. And all of the energies I've ever encountered and worked with, partnered with, have all taught me so much wisdom, so much love. And so I would love to honor them by doing the spiritual key sessions where they can speak their messages to their divine partnerships. And when I say divine partnerships, we've all heard of guardian angels. There are some gods and goddesses you have divine partnerships with. There are some gods and goddesses you are avatars of that you may not know, or maybe you do, or maybe you have an inkling. Some people I see so clearly, and I also see that they are stuck in a philosophy and that they are not open to knowing who they are. And so those are some stories for another day. I have to get to bed so that I can be ready to be the catalyst that helps clients to find their balance and healing. So if you'd like to book a Reiki session with me or a spiritual key session, you can always email me at the email below. I love you, infinite divine beings. See you in the next video. Peace.